Well, good morning guys, and welcome back to Winding Racing. Today I am going to be working on the Opel. I'm going to get as much stripped as I can today. I went and I got some new knife blades here so I can cut the rubbers and get the glass out, pull the doors off, hood, these are already off. But that gas tank, I need to get that gas tank. Yeah, and I was looking at it. It looks like it has to come out from the interior there. It's got this lip here, even though all the plumbing for it is down below here. Go ahead and pull the bumpers off and strip the interior. That's going to be a job. Now, to get that stripped, I was looking, I mean, there's screws from the top here. So the glass, that's going to be the very first thing that comes out of there. I am going to leave the axles on there and the steering wheel, because if I got to move this thing, I want to be able to set it down on the ground, maneuver it around the yard, because who knows what I'm working on tomorrow. So, but today, it's all about the Opel. So let's see how much we can get stripped out of this thing today. And what I have thought, because in the restoration process, I'm going to start with the bottom of the car. And so I'm going to end up making dollies. And I'll pad the dollies. And so, and I got a team of guys, I can have them come on over and flip this car over and set it down on some dollies. And do all the fabrication work and primering, cleaning, primering, undercoating, all that. I'll get all that done before I even start to mess with the rest of this body. So, even like this here, I was looking at this. This is actually, the inner fender is gone. So if this thing was upside down, I can weld that inner fender on and then start working on the outer fender. Areas like this is going to be entirely from this side, but all that rust needs to get cleaned up. But a lot of this work will be taking place from underneath the car. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get this thing stripped down, push it out of the way for now, because like I said, I'll be working on something else probably the next couple of days. Get some dollies built, flip it over, and get the whole bottom of this car ready to put back together. And then flip it over and actually, you know, clean up all the axles, get them painted. So that's part of the undercarriage. And then it's just a matter of body work on this side and reassembly. So anyways, I'm gonna get to work and stripping this thing down so we can lighten it up so we're even able to flip it over. So I'll bring you back after I get the glass out and start getting this thing ready to restore. Looking forward to it. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you. Well guys, a little update. This is the most nerve-wracking thing I have ever done. Taking out this windshield. This plastic has dried out so hard that I literally have to break it out of there. And in some areas, there's silicone. But I've been like using the wood chisel here and going across like this. But when the plastic breaks, it sounds very similar to glass breaking. And as you can see, this is the worst I've done right here, but way down in there, there was actually a little breakage on this glass. Now, I'm going to do my best to get that windshield out of there, because I do not want to have to buy a new windshield for this thing. I assume that would be awfully costly. But my God, this thing is glued in there. The plastic or the rubber has just turned into a hard plastic that has to be broken. Anyways, Ay, ay, ay. These here, I mean, there's actually a gap around there. I hope that'll just come on out of there. But I could be dealing with the same thing in the back here. So I don't believe I'm going to get as far with the dismantling as I'd like to today. If I can get these pieces of glass out of here without breaking them, I feel I'm doing pretty good. So anyways, I'm going to keep plugging along at this, and wow, I didn't think it was going to be that difficult. I actually bought utility knives. I was thinking I was going to cut the rubber and pull these glasses out of here, but pieces of glass out of here, but that is not the case. This is going to be a chore, so wish me luck. I'll be back. Ay, ay, ay. Alright guys, well, the windshield is loose. There's been a couple little chips here and there. But I tell you what, I've done some stressful stuff in my day. But, my God. So, let's lift this thing out of here. It's not done till it's free of the car. Alright guys, 1976 Opel windshield, free of brakes. Today's been a win. Went ahead and set it in the house, and it'll stay there until I'm ready for it again. But yeah, little shards of glass there. But all in all, it's going to be a functioning windshield in the future, and I can clean this mess up now and then get on with these other pieces of glass. I sure hope they are not going to give me the... I'm too old to have that much stress. So anyways guys, the windshield's out. That's a very good thing. So I'm gonna get cleaning up this stuff and get on with these other pieces of glass, and I want to get these doors off also, and that'll make taking this car apart much easier. So I'll be back. Well, hey guys, I tell you, it has been a day, but we made some progress. I ended up getting all the windows out. This was extremely stressful, because the plastic, well, the rubber seal dried so much it was plastic, and every time I like broke a piece of plastic, it sounded exactly like glass breaking. You can imagine the stress. But the back window, it was a little bit easier. It didn't have as many areas that were actually glued down with silicone, so it came out. And then these little side windows, they came out relatively easy. There's a piece of trim in there that I was able to save. Yeah, these little pieces here, they got a little bent up here, but I'll be able to straighten them out. So then once I got all those out, all the pieces of glass, took the doors off. These things, I tell you what, 1, 2, and then there's a screw all the way in there. The engineers at Opel, they did not want this thing, anything loosening up. So everything coming apart was a chore, but it got done. The doors are out, the windows are off, and started in on the dash. Now this was real fun, because this has these bolts apparently that aren't supposed to come out at all. You got to cut a little wedge in there, this little slot, which I used this Dremel to do. I was able to get that up in there. Cut a little slot, and then use the old impact driver. That's a wrong bit. I actually had to use that bit to get the screws out of here. These screws for, this was for the window wiper motor there. But they didn't want to come undone either. I was able to get 5 of the 6 out, but this one here ended up breaking the nut off on the back side. So I drilled that out and was able to get that undone. You can see, oh boy, somebody left me a present. So I'm not going to get to cleaning today because I'm a bit worn out. This was a hell of a day. But we got it pretty much down to being a shell except for the suspension. And these little things here, this I don't even know what I'm going to have to do. Maybe just take those screws and hopefully that'll come out. And one thing about taking cars apart, you don't really know how they're going to come apart until you start doing it. So, but these got to come out of there. Still got the brakes to come off. The power booster and master cylinder there. Gas tank still got to come out. Now this was fun, because this is all loose here, but to get this handle off, don't know what it's going to take. I don't know if it's a little Allen, but my son was actually working on that, and he tried a Phillips head, he tried a regular screwdriver, just a little tiny one, but I assume there's a little tiny screw in there. But yeah, we made progress, but there's still more to go. And then we can get to the fun part, fixing this thing up. So, I tell you what, look at a little piece of glass. So, there's a little chip here and there getting that thing out, but tomorrow morning I'm going to clean all this up. I'm going to pressure wash the whole thing and then finish up taking everything. I got to remount the column because, like I said before, I want to be able to move this thing around. So I'm not going to pull the suspension off yet until I get those dollies made and be able to turn this thing upside down and do the fabrication work I have to. This is the bumper mount here, but the bumper that I have actually has one. So that's an extra part there. See, here is that part right there. So that'll come on out of there. Then get in here and fix things up. That thing is just, I don't know what the point of this area is. I mean, the battery box goes there, but the rest of it, I do not know. But it holds a lot of dirt and moisture, obviously. It rotted all the way through there. That was probably battery acid. Rotted that out, but anyways, it's a work in progress, guys. I want to thank you guys for coming along, and yeah, more work tomorrow, cleaning and more disassembly. So thanks a lot for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel, because yeah, the fun on this is going to start. Today really wasn't that fun. It was, like I said in an earlier clip there, this is too much stress for an old man. That damn windshield, that was a job. Took me, I think I worked on that for a couple hours just to get that out without breaking it. So anyways, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care now.